Hello and welcome to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, I saw this game, and you know what? The very first thing I really wanted out of this game was immersion. So many people go into a game and they just can't get into it, right? They can't sink their teeth into the experience. It's hard to put yourself in the position of the survivors running from the chainsaw wielding cannibals in order to enjoy it and have fun and just be a part of that world. I love this game already because I am so immediately immersed. Because when I boot up this game, immediately I'm attracted to the black and bloody backgrounds, the moody kind of spooky background music. Sounds eerie, like someone's maybe creeping after you. The logo and the end user license agreement just really suck me into the game. Just absolutely immersive in every possible sense of the imagination. Definitely, this isn't just dripping with sarcasm out of the gate at all. Very Hogwarts Legacy vibes from that, I gotta say. Anyway, so yeah, this is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is literally the first thing you're greeted with upon booting up the game. Love it. Always love to see end user license agreements in my game. Definitely not intensely unnecessary in literally every game. Let's scroll down a bit. Oh, sorry, it won't let me scroll down because I haven't synced my controller. Pardon me. 3, 2, 1, and oh, it's not syncing. That's super cool. Let's try that one more time. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Okay, now we're synced up. My bad. Super professional setup we got going on here. Just me and my failings. Anyway, so that Texas Chainsaw Massacre end user license agreement, the most essential part of the game. Let's scroll down here, take a little peek at what's in store for us. Now, I'd like to give a little bit of credit. You look down here at the bottom of this first section here called License Grant. It basically comes right out and says, hey, bro, you want to stream this game? You want to, record it or do like an on-demand video kind of thing? That's cool, bro. That's cool. Totally okay. No problems with that. Oh, the music? The music in the background of the game? Don't even worry about it. You know what? It's cool. You can live stream the music that's in this game. You're not going to get copyright struck. Maybe if you record it or stream it. It's all cool, bro. Like, we made this game bearing in mind people were going to want to record it and post their gameplay online. Let's Plays, totally cool with us, bro. You know what? I actually appreciate that. I can give that a little peck on the cheek. Thank you very, very much for that little disclosure. Because some games will not disclose to you that the opening cutscene, Neo 1, or the final level, Kingdom Hearts 3, are just going to be completely fucking censored for reasons undisclosed. I also like that it literally specifically mentions that if you receive donations or even advertising revenue from such videos or such live streams, they're like, we're considering that non-commercial. You clearly don't have to do that, but I appreciate that they did that. That's cool. The big issue I have pretty much right out of the gate in this first section here is right about in the middle of this big fat fucking wall of text. It says, the software alone does not give you the right to play the online component. Now, before that, it mentions you require internet access, not supplied by the devs. And after that, it mentions you're responsible for all the costs of like hardware and you know, the software and the internet, which, okay, but that section right between them, sandwich right there, the software alone does not give you the right to play the online component. I don't understand that bit. Right before it also mentions, just a slight caveat, the internet-based multiplayer version of the game, quote, the online component, is only playable online. And internet access not supplied by GMH is required to play the online component. It seems redundant. It's like, well, duh, it's the internet-based multiplayer. Of course it's not playable offline. But they're laying out right there that basically, hey guys, we made a live service game. You can't take the live service out of the game. That's our thing. You can't take that away from us. Fuck you. You bought the game? You think you have rights? Fucking no. You go down to license restrictions, and it's all the same shit. Don't copy it, blah, blah, blah. Don't mod our game, blah, blah, blah. You go back down to, even further down, to proprietary rights. And it has some interesting things in there. I mean, not terribly surprising, honestly. But yeah, I skimmed through it. It had some things that, you know, as I said, are nice disclosures that don't need to be in an end user license agreement. But then, of course, you scroll down a bit, and it's like, you can't do this, you can't do that, this is ours. We're gonna dictate how you use this fucking product. You can't even boot up the game. You can't skip past this shit unless you scroll through the whole fucking thing. And of course, you scroll through the whole fucking thing at this speed, because this is the fixed speed at which you can scroll through the end user license agreement. You get to the bottom, then you get an accept button. You expressly acknowledge that you have read this agreement and understand the rights, obligations, terms, and conditions set forth herein by continuing to install the software, which is not accurate because this is already installed. So by continuing to install, fucking bitch, you don't even understand how your fucking software is installed before the fucking end user license agreement appears, fool. You expressly consent to be bound by its terms and conditions and grant the GMH the right set forth therein. So that's a wonderful little comment there, because, as we all know, 99.9% of the player base of literally any game is going to see a wall of text like this, and they're going to go, let's commit fraud. And you just skip ahead, as we just did. See, I can't be bound by the terms of the agreements if I didn't read the terms of the agreement, because the terms of the agreements include that I read the terms of the agreement, but I didn't actually read the terms of the agreement, so I can't actually agree to it. So anyway, initial settings. Immediately, I get a rumble effect on my controller, and there's no option to turn off rumble effect, so that's cool. Hit next. We get this brightness adjustment slider, which, by the way, really cool feature for those of us with OCD. If you move this slider anywhere up or down, you'll never get it back to 5.00 again. Really cool feature. I particularly enjoy that aspect. Definitely not mentioning that because that uniquely bothers me. Click confirm. And the reason why I even know any of that popped up before, because we have an unskippable opening cutscene. So let's sit through this, shall we?
April 1973. Tragedy and despair have struck Central Texas. A young college student named Maria Flores has seemingly vanished without a trace. She was last seen near the town of Newt more than 2 weeks ago. But with no physical evidence, the investigation has stalled. With few leads and even less hope, Maria's younger sister Ana Flores and a group of her closest friends set out to find their missing loved one. But any grief or sadness caused by Maria's disappearance would pale in comparison to the agony and despair they would soon discover. What awaited this group of youths was a nightmare beyond belief. The events surrounding Maria's disappearance would be just one of the many bizarre crimes later known as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It literally reads the text faster than the text appears on... It does. The text doesn't even end before we move on. Okay, cool. Great first impressions I have with this game, gotta say. Okay, are we finally... God, that's loud and annoying. Okay, play. Bring up the menu. You gotta load the menu. Alright, we're at the menu. That was really hard. I'm already... The audio is already kind of grating on me. There's also a slight delay anytime I move the D-pad up and down these options, which is cool. Let's go to options. Oh, look at that. We have more options. It's almost as if it was completely pointless to even have an options menu before we got to the options menu. Anyway, enable voice chat? No. Speakers. I'm using headphones. Brightness calibration. Input. Our sensitivity is 48 for some reason. I love going to a controls submenu that doesn't let you change the controls. Oh, sorry. There's 2 presets, and they only change the fucking run button. They get rid of your run button. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, so preset 1, you can run. Preset 2, go fuck yourself. Got it. Really cool. Alright. Game. Vibration intensity. Turn that shit off. HUD visibility. Show subtitles. Anonymize player's name. Okay. Okay. Got it. Oh, apply. There we go. Okay. Now. You know, actually, I take it back. Music. I'm assuming the music is what's responsible for the heinous shit I'm hearing in the main menu, so let's just tone that down a little bit. Game really doesn't need music. Okay. So, why the fuck am I playing this game? Well, because I'm a reckless spender, apparently. Just as I was with DBD. My other most expensive, least constructive hobby. Anyway. So, full disclosure, I am coming to this game from DBD. And I say that as somebody who's not even really a particularly big fan of DBD. And ironically, the only other person I'm watching who actually plays this game too is a Stocky Boy on YouTube. And he made an interesting comment recently where he's like, yeah, I've been trying to play DBD again recently, and I just can't have fun with that game. It's just not fun anymore. And he's a killer main. And interestingly, this same week, I decided to boot up DBD. They recently added Nicolas Cage, Alien, the Xenomorph, cool stuff. Obviously, like, I really cannot dispute the caliber of licenses they're bringing to the table. But I got into a game with Pyramid Head, who's pretty much my main in that game. And I jumped into it, and right away I was like, oh shit, I'm lagging, and it feels horrendous to play this. I have to turn off whatever the other bullshit is I'm downloading right now so I can actually play this correctly. So I turn that off, get back to the game. I'm being chain blinded by the survivors. That's cool. Start chasing them again. I can't get a hit on them at all. I'm already 2 gens down, and I've barely started the fucking game. And I'm just like, wow, this just feels fucking miserable. Quits! Quits! I fucking quits! I didn't even finish the first game back in several months playing this game. Holy fuck. DBD, it really is, like, at the best of times, I don't know why I hear so much bitching from survivors. Obviously, there are some killers who are just way too oppressive, and the developers have done a shitty job at balancing, like, oh, we want to keep what the spirit of the game is, with, oh, we want the game to, we want the players to not, like, be pissed off and quit playing. Overall, I think DBD does a good job at balancing their game, but unfortunately, there's a big, lasting sense of feels bad on that game in many ways, especially if you're playing as killer, especially if you're up against a group of competent survivors and they have comms, because it just gets so fucking frustrating when you can't down anybody. Because the game's chase oriented. It's not about stealth. It's not about hiding. Much less so than this game. It's about you get into a chase with somebody and you get stunned in the eyes, you get bapped in the face with the pallet, or somebody does some other stupid shit that stuns you. That, or they have some bullshit mechanics where you finally get a hit on somebody, it doesn't count because, oh, they dead-hearted, or, oh, they have borrowed time, or, oh, half a dozen other perks that do the same thing that just let you tank hits. That's cool. That definitely doesn't rob, like, the scary experience from what is obviously supposed to be a horror game from the horror survivors. So, yeah, I am... If you saw the last video I uploaded of Dead by Daylight, I fucking rage quit. Full stop, I fucking rage quit. I got a few games in, I was going, this is going good, I'm enjoying it, and then I get onto that fucking preschool map, and I'm just getting the fucking runaround, and I am just not having fun at all. It is so frustrating. So fucking frustrating. Oh my god. It doesn't help that half the killers control, like, absolute AIDS. And it definitely doesn't help when it's one person versus 4 people. It also doesn't help that the entire concept of the game is just fucking spoiled by the goddamn developer's obsession with hooks and generators. The entire game needs to revolve around hooks and generators. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is literally the only horror franchise in that series I can think of where somebody even puts someone on a meat hook. Literally the only one I can think of. I've seen most of the fucking movies and played most of the games that those characters are from, and nobody except Leatherface puts anyone on a fucking meat hook. But the entire game, which is all about all these horror icons, needs to revolve around that. Everybody dies on meat hooks. Not just one meat hook, 12 meat hooks. All 4 survivors need to be hooked 3 times each. That's how the Xenomorph would kill all of its victims. Shut the fuck up. Generators too. Really cool, very flavorful that we have this one character, Fang. She's all, she comes with perks that make her technically proficient, and she's got a backstory about being technically proficient, but she's literally as technically proficient as literally every other survivor, and they have to be technically proficient because all of them become mechanics to survive. All of them have to work on generators. The only other possible skill you might have is timing a flash grenade or outrunning somebody and jumping through windows. Oh, you can fucking vault an open window. That is an equitable skill with being able to repair a fucking generator. What the fuck? It's not apparent. I have many problems with Dead by Daylight. Best of times I have fun with it. Worst of times I hate it. And the absolute bottom tier of times I bring up the fact that it's a hyper-predatory, disgustingly monetized live service piece of shit game, just as this game probably is. But I've seen a bit too much of this game at this point, and I'm like, I would rather play this. And again, I'm only playing these games because there are otherwise no good asymmetric multiplayer games. I can probably find something that approximates Halo, because nobody fucking plays Halo anymore. The new Halo games are trash. And of course I'm not going to play Call of Duty. Of course I'm not going to play Battlefield. I don't like shit. And if I play this game and this game is shit, I will play it and tell you it's shit. And maybe stop playing it. I don't know. It hasn't stopped me from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And that game is worse than shit. That is Satan's shit. That is an unhealthy problem I have, though. I'm playing that game because I have a fucking grudge against the entire player base. Can't say that for everybody else. Can't say that for all the DBD players out there, but fuck. Anyway, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So I am here. It is not a 1v4 game, it is a 3v4 game, which is strange, but it's also kind of a 4v4 game because there's a fourth NPC character, Grandpa, and he serves as like your party's intel and stuff. It's weird. Basically, I gotta say, right out of the gate, I'm no fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I hate horror games to begin with. But I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the movie, for the first time this year, genuinely, and unremarkable. It's honestly not a terribly remarkable movie. Kind of annoying that basically every character is oblivious to every other character dying up until they die. And then it just ends up being Final Girl running from the cast of characters, and she finally escapes, like every other horror movie after it. Although, you know, fair credit where credit is due, this game predates even the Halloween franchise. This is a 70s movie, holy fuck. I haven't seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, so I don't know how they've expanded the lore and all that. As far as I know, there's like 5 playable slaughterhouse, I don't know if they call it Slaughter Family, but cannibal characters that you can play as. Every team has to have Leatherface, and then there's a choice of 4 other characters the other 2 players can be. There's always an NPC Grandpa character that everybody supports, and they support, he supports them in turn. But then there's some, I don't even know how many Survivor characters you can play as in this game. And they at least, unlike DBD, they have unique skills. They have things that actually differentiate them and give you reasons to want to play one over another, as beyond just mere cosmetics. So that's a plus. But the main reason why I want to play this game is because this game actually seems to do what I wish DBD had been doing since it fucking launched, which is presenting a plausible situation where you actually want to escape the killer. It's not you running out to the middle of the map, baiting the killer into a chase and wasting their time for fucking 10 minutes so the rest of your team can do 5 gens and walk out the door, clicking their flashlights and being dickheads. In this game, you actually are trapped in the basement, you need to unlock doors to escape the basement, and then you need to evade the different members of the family while actually accomplishing various objectives that plausibly allow you to escape the farm, such as deactivating an electric fence, such as powering like some pneumatic door in the basement or some shit. I don't know. There's supposed to be like 4 escapes on every map, and there's only 3 maps, so if you can't tell already, there's not a whole lot of content to this game. But the core experience seems like it could be a bit of fun. So I'm going to give this a try. And I don't know, I've seen a bit of gameplay. I've seen, you know, some games from start to finish, and it's interesting. I still don't know how all the game mechanics work. I'm not familiar with all the characters. I have seen nothing of the progression tree or customization. I don't know anything about any of that stuff. I guess there's 5 victims and 5 family. Okay. Loadouts. Skill tree. I can't even preview these. I just got the image to look at. Very, very interesting different clothes. Just palette swapped textures. Even just going off the DLC that's already in the PSN store for this game, it doesn't look like they put a lot of effort into the live service aspect of this game. In fact, does it even say I have to pay for that shit? Connie used for the first time. Connie used for the first time. Connie used for the first time. Connie used 5 times. Connie used 10 times. Oh, so I could just unlock all this stuff in-game? Okay. Thanks, I guess. Appreciate that. Progression. Alright, all the characters are just kind of lumped together, I guess. No stats. Never played this game before. Unlockables. Okay, there's just a bunch of some unlockables, I guess. I guess I'll play a tutorial. I'm sure the tutorial won't feature AI CPU victims or family or anything, right? That certainly wouldn't be the case. That wouldn't suggest that the online multiplayer components is possibly playable offline, but they don't make that available because they're assholes. Okay, anyway. Tutorial highlighting how to play as victim. Connie, Anna, Julie, Leland, Sunny. Highlighting items in the inventory.
Been captured by the Slaughter family. Tied up, tortured, and left for dead. You must do whatever it takes to escape the family's property at all costs. Find your friends. Hunt for life-saving items like tools, bone scrap, and health. But more importantly, locate and open up escape routes before it's too late. The family is hunting.
Okay, I gotta say right away, the opening dialogue and the dialogue to this, voice acting is fucking atrocious. It sounds like they got people from the actual dev team to voice this.
Move quietly and make the right decisions. Your life depends on it. Stay quiet and hidden. Move slowly and carefully to avoid making excessive noise. Use shadows and tall foliage to stay hidden. Take cover behind tall objects to break line of sight. And last but not least, use the environment to your advantage. Wall gaps, crawl spaces, and unique hiding spots like freezers, armoires, and even vehicle trunks can be used to evade the family.
Okay, so a couple things I have to mention about that. So, another thing that I appreciate about this game is that the killer does not have scratch marks. Also, the killers don't have the big fucking red light in front of them. So, there's actual stealth to the game. The killers can sneak up on you. They do have some sort of tear radius. I don't know how it works exactly. The killers can sneak up on you, but you can also sneak past the killers. You can just hide in a bush, and it's possible, them being human players, they just fucking miss you. You can't do that in Dead by Daylight if you got scratch marks floating behind you for the past 10 seconds. Also, it mentions you can hide in all these places, and I've literally never seen gameplay where somebody hides in a confined space. I'm not sure if that's because if a family member finds you, it's an instant kill. If that's so, I can understand why people would avoid it, but I've literally never seen anybody hide in anything before. They've always just run away. So I don't get that bit. On the contrary, though, I also almost never see family members like checking hiding places. So, untapped strategy? I don't know.
Use them. Watch out for objects that make noise. Moving too fast through the environment can spell disaster.
I know that.
For items slowly will drastically increase your chance of survival. Even moving too fast through doors can give away your location. So stay calm and move quietly. The family is always listening.
I'm not sure if that's just like a high profile thing if I'm like
Tools can be
holding
used
run
to
or
break
something.
locks on doors. Health items can heal you, while bone scrap can be used to sneak attack or even confront the family directly. These items can mean the difference between life and death. You can only carry 2 items at a time, so choose wisely and try to plan ahead. Unlock exits. The heavy metal doors almost always lead out of the basement.
Almost always lead out of the basement?
Find and open them. Once upstairs, keep moving if possible.
Okay, so something that it seems like the game is not the game is not mentioning right away is that these metal doors almost always lead out of the basement. The thing is that Grandpa starts every match asleep, and he doesn't wake up until the survivors make a certain amount of noise. So they can make a lot of noise just by fucking about, in the basements doing various tasks. But I think a guaranteed way to wake up Grandpa is them opening up these big metal doors. I think at a minimum, that always wakes up Grandpa. So nobody can actually get up onto like ground level and actually make a proper escape until Grandpa has been woken up, which is an interesting way to try and balance the game, personally. Um, of course, it's possible to wake up Grandpa early as the survivors, and you can also wake up Grandpa early as the killers, but at least at a minimum, you know that if Grandpa is awake, or if Grandpa wakes up, at most it communicates that that the survivors may be out of the basement already, which is helpful, I think.
There are multiple escape routes located on the outer edges of the property, so find a way to open them.
I think there's like a door in the basement that you're able to open up, but you do have to leave the basement to like power a circuit breaker or something, and then go back down into the basement to use it. I'm not exactly sure how that works. There's also like some sort of like gas system where there's like a thing in the basement that can be activated that puts like a timer on the family that they need to shut it off or something. I've also seen people use like a wheel to turn like a open a pipe above ground too. I don't know how any of these things work or what that ultimately results in, so I'm ignorant on that.
Some escape objectives like the fuse box and water valve pump require specific items to activate them.
I know that.
These items can be found scattered around the property.
I was just talking about
Be on the
those.
lookout. Escape the family. Having trouble finding an escape option? When in doubt, head towards the main road or rear gate. Those are usually the easiest option, if you can get there. The water valve gate and the basement door exits are also available options if you can find the necessary parts to activate them. The basement door requires you to find and repair the fuse box.
Okay, so now it's telling me. Okay, this is helpful. So the basement door requires you to find and repair the fuse box. That's what I thought. While the water valve gate
Needs the pressure valve handle to open.
The water valve gate. What is a water valve gate? It's a gate that only opens if there's certain water pressure? What the fuck?
Once fixed, the escapes will open up for you and your team. Use your ability.
See, I look at that and I would just climb up on the water thing and then jump over the fence.
To stay alive, used at the right time.
Yeah, I do know that you can climb into a well to drop down to the basement again, if you have to. It seems definitely necessary at times.
The difference between life and death. Be careful though. Star sign abilities have a cooldown that will prevent overuse.
Star sign abilities? They incorporate like some sort of fucking zodiac thing to the characters or some shit?
So plan wisely. Remember, you have been captured, beaten, and tortured, so your injuries are severe. You need to escape before you succumb to your wounds. As the match continues, you will start to bleed out more and more. Be wary of leaving blood trails behind. You can be tracked.
Okay, I don't know how that system
Slow
works.
this process, but you can't stop it. Escape is the only option. Finding fellow victims and working together is recommended, but not required. Grouping with teammates can have a multitude of advantages, but your total noise output might also increase. Choose your strategy wisely. The only question is, who will survive, and what will be left of them?
Okay. Alright, so, highlighting items in inventory. I'm doing victim, by the way, because I want to play as victim. Ironically, I'm a little bit more interested in seeing this from the escape room perspective, because that seems a little bit more interesting. I'm sorry, are we not voicing this? Victims can only carry 2... You already got, like, a cheap-ass voice actor for the first one, but you couldn't even keep him around to do a few more sentences? Come on. Victims can only carry 2 items at a time. You'll have to decide what items are the most important from moment to moment. Your current items are shown in the HUD on the bottom right of the screen. You don't need to select an item to use it, but if you want to use a specific item, like a small health item, instead of a large one, you'll need to select the one you want by pressing left or right on the D-pad. Okay, simple enough. If your inventory is full when you pick up a new item, the new item will swap whatever item is highlighted in your inventory. Pay attention to what you have selected. Okay, good to know. The previous item is dropped when the new item was picked up, so you can pick it up again if needed. I did not know that. That's good to know. However, items swapped out for bone scrap or toolboxes are lost. I don't know why. I don't understand that. Or is that because they're not just items sitting out in the open? They come from, like, piles and toolboxes? Okay, so sometimes you'll permanently lose items. Whatever. If a victim dies when carrying a key item, such as a fuse, health item, or valve, those items are dropped where the victim was killed. This allows others to find those items and be able to use them. That could definitely make things challenging. How to find and use unlock tools. Tools are used to unlock doors, gates, and other locked objects, and to booby-trap lamps for the family. I didn't know you could do that. Tools can be found in blue metal boxes spread throughout the environment. Search a toolbox, move within range, and press the interact button. Now tap and hold the interact button to search the toolbox. Tapping is quicker, but makes more noise if not done carefully. Okay, so I knew there was a difference between, like, rushing a search or an unlock and trying to do it as slow as possible. So tap or hold the interact button to search a toolbox. Tapping is quicker, but makes more noise if not done carefully. Got it. Okay, that's very useful to know. If you tap the button too quickly, you'll cause the toolbox to make a lot of noise. So make sure to do it quietly if you don't want to give your location away. Good to know. Okay. Highlighting bone scrap. Bone scrap is used for defense and sneak attacks against family members, including Grandpa. You can also use bone scrap to help break out of and disarm traps. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Bone scraps can be found in piles of bones on the ground spread across the property. Yeah. Search a bone pile, move within range, and press the interact button. Yeah. Now tap and hold the interact button to search the bone pile. Tapping is quicker, but makes more noise if not to get... Yeah, I got it. Okay. I don't know how to stab somebody, but I'll move on from that. Healing items. I assume there's just an action button. Whenever you've been attacked by the family or a condition has deteriorated and you are bleeding out, you can restore your health with healing items. As you explore the area, you will see blue bottles sitting out. Blue items. Lots of blue items. These contain a liquid that can help heal wounds and regain some health. Pick up the health bottles and use them if your health is low, or keep their location in mind for later use. It seems these items seem to be really small and not super obvious. at least from what I've seen of gameplay. The bottles come in two sizes, large and small. These recover different amounts of health, with the large ones being more effective. Okay. They won't improve your overall condition, but they can buy you some much-needed time. I don't know what the heart icon indicates. Use a health item, press and hold the triangle button. I am assuming that's just the universal use command. Okay, victim bleed out and condition. Family has captured, beaten, and bound up victims in the basements of their property. Victims wake up and attempt their escape. They are in horrible pain. Their condition is actively deteriorating and will only worsen over time. Keep an eye on your heart in the HUD. This shows your current condition. When it is red, your health drains slowly. When it turns orange, your condition is risky and you'll bleed out faster. Okay, so I'm assuming it starts red, and it becomes yellow over time, which means I can bleed out. Does bleed out reduce my health? When your heart turns purple, your health will begin to drain at an accelerated pace. Okay, so if it gets down to purple, you literally start losing health. You'll need to use a health item soon to avoid collapsing. If you collapse, you'll be extremely vulnerable to attack from the family, as in they can insta-kill you. Okay. If you collapse once and aren't executed by the family, you can get up regaining some health. However, if you collapse again, you are dead. You must escape before you are too weak to carry on and succumb to your wound. Since sustaining injury from the family, victims slowly lose health and will eventually die. Keep an eye on your health levels and top yourself up with health items found around the property. Using these health items won't improve your overall condition, but it can delay victims passing out in a wide open area or succumbing to your injuries. As victims move, they will leave blood trails. You can't stop this, but if you use a healing item, you will temporarily pause the bleeding. Be careful with leaving trails of blood that could clue the family to your whereabouts. Being able to effectively manage your I wish there were more specific about the blood trails thing. Proximity warning. This is the, what looks to be a really egregious fucking terror radius effect. There will be many moments when you feel overwhelmed, not fully knowing if a family member is lurking nearby. Luckily, you have a major tool at your disposal to keep you safe. Cheating! As danger starts to close in around you, pay attention to the proximity warning indicator that surrounds the edges of the screen. Keep an eye on how severe the proximity warning effect becomes. The closer a family member is, the stronger, more claustrophobic it will become. As it slowly creeps in toward the center of your screen, be prepared to move or hide. Danger is near. This seems really, really aggressive from everything I've seen on video. They really need to tone it down, honestly. Keep in mind the proximity warning can't detect danger on floors above or below you, so be careful when traversing staircases. Proximity warning effect can only help you so much, as it doesn't inform you which direction the danger is approaching from. So just stay aware and hide until the danger passes if needed. If you're patient and pay attention to your surroundings, you just might make it out of this nightmare alive. No? Stamina, will you tell me what the stamina button is? Exerting yourself requires stamina. Each victim has a different level of stamina based on their attributes. Yep. Running consumes the most stamina by pressing L. You can run by pressing L1. I don't like that button. If you need a quick burst of extra speed, you can dash for a short time by tapping the X button. Okay. Dashing moves victims faster than running and consumes stamina in large chunks. You'll run out of stamina more quickly than running normally, but it can give you the edge in a chase. If you use all your stamina, you won't be able to run, leaving you vulnerable. It'll take a few moments for the victim to regenerate lost stamina. If you don't want to run out of stamina when you're being chased by the family, always keep an eye on it and rest when you need to, preferably while hiding. A short, well-timed run is better than a long chase. Learn each victim's pace and how best to run or sprint to escape. Okay. Combat for victims. I know you can face off against family members. Victims are at an extreme disadvantage in this game. They are exhausted, wounded, and not equipped to fight back with much efficiency. But as dire as the situation may seem, victims can defend themselves if they must. By finding and equipping bone scrap, players will be able to attack the family in a variety of ways if necessary. If you're approaching a family member from behind, a sneak attack can be initiated by pressing the right trigger. This is the safest bet as the family can't see you approaching. This will stun your target for a set amount of time. Attacking from behind is much riskier, but if you find it... I wish it would just tell me the fucking button. Attacking from the front is much riskier, but if you find yourself cornered, you need to save a teammate, maybe your only option. I'm assuming you can only do this with a bone scrap in hand. This will initiate a close encounter struggle, and you'll be in a fight for your life. Winning will temporarily stun the family member, but losing can result in instant death. Choose your attacks carefully. I know there's a strength... I know that's governed by a strength stat. Both attack types will use your equipped bone strap, but it will be worth the sacrifice. So keep an eye out for the... Well, it will be worth the sacrifice so long as you're not insta-killed. Highlighting Grandpa for victims. Noise and hiding for victims. Some of this stuff seems a bit unnecessary. Gaps, crawl spaces. Highlighting wells and how to use them. Doors. I know you can lock certain doors. I should probably read this one. There are many different types of doors with different functions littered throughout the family property. All of them are portals to another room. The family has crafted makeshift doors from junk they have gathered over time. There are a few key things victims need to know before they start recklessly running around the property, slamming doors and making noise. Look for metal sliding doors. These heavy doors mark the exit points from the basement and some other escape routes, and require an unlock tool to open. Once you unlock them, you will need to be careful as these doors make a lot of noise when opened or closed. If the family is close by, they will hear the door, stay alert. Metal doors cannot be destroyed or barged through. Also, once they are unlocked, they cannot have new locks added to them. Okay, I did not know that. Next are the wooden doors. These simple doors can be opened and closed quietly, or slammed loudly if you are moving quickly through them. Though they are only made of wood, they are locked on one side. No one will be able to get through them easily, giving victims time to get out of sight, if they are locked on one side. That said, Leatherface can destroy wooden doors with his chainsaw. Also, both family members and victims can barge through a locked wooden door, breaking the latch. Next are gates. Sorry, victims can break through latched doors. I did not know that. Next are gates that are like doors in that they block your escape routes and can be opened, closed, locked, and slammed. Gates cannot be destroyed or barged through to open, and you can usually see over or through them. Oh shit. Now that you know what doors are, you need to know what to do with them. Locked doors, the basement exits, some gates, and doors leading to the outside are all locked at first. Victims will need to find an unlock tool to pick open the locks. Pretty much a universal skill you need to have. You need to unlock things. Victims must pay attention. The cook can add more locks to all doors except for the sliding metal doors. Beware of the big red padlocks when approaching a door. Big red padlock. Noted. If you see one, then you must unlock... So, the victims have blue items. The bad guys have red items. Got it. If you see one, you must unlock both the lock and the newly added padlock to open the door. Getting past locks requires a bit of skill and luck. Victims need to find an unlock tool to pick a lock. You can find them spread around the property in blue toolboxes. Once a victim has acquired a tool, they should carefully head to a door and press square to start picking the lock. Is square just like an environmental interact option? And triangle is just your item option? Looking at the lock, you'll need to rotate the unlock tool to find the weak spot, and then apply some pressure with square to start picking the lock. It's my understanding you're not able to rush this particular thing. You'll just break the lockpick. You can hold the button or tap it to open and continue adding pressure. You can hold the button or tap it to continue adding pressure. Tapping is quicker than holding, but makes more noise. Picking the lock, keep an eye on blah, 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 blah. If the bar hits the top, then your unlock tool will break and the door will make enough noise to give away your location. Pay close attention as you hold or tap pressure. Lockpicking is divided into 3 sections. You'll need to rotate the unlock tool again, to find the next sweet spot. Picking a lock takes time, but you don't need to fully break through all at once. If a family member is getting close, you can stop and hide. When you come back, your progress on the lock will be as you left it unless a family member unlocked or relocked the door. Kind of a bad time to use that as an example because you just said you can't relock those doors. Next is latching. Wooden doors have a bolt on one side that can be latched to temporarily stop anyone from opening the door. Okay. You can slide the latch open if you are on the correct side of the door, or barge the door open if you are trapped on the other side. To barge a door, go up to a door that is latched, press square to start slamming into it. Okay, so that takes a bit of time. You can't just run through it. Barging a door can take a few attempts, but depending on who's barging it. Barging will break a door, stopping it from being closed again, but it also causes a lot of noise. Very risky. You can block a door by standing in front of it, but it's risky. Doors can be slammed open or closed. If you run at a door and press square to open it just before hitting it, the door will fly open, making a loud noise. Anyone on the other side of the door will be knocked over. The tactics is useful if this player is a foe, but not good if it's a teammate. Go figure. To slam a door behind you, press square. Just as you cross the threshold, you don't need to stop running. The door will slam behind you. Is that just because I'm running that it will slam? Does it not slam if I am not running? Different exit types. Road exit. Oh, God. Okay. Rear exit and car battery. I think I understand how that works. Think. You know, some of this stuff I think I can just try to figure out. Tell me about the pressure valve, though. I don't know this one. The valve escape exit is a large metal gate that's linked to a pressure valve pump. This gate is always located outdoors on each map. To escape through this exit, you need to locate the pressure valve pipe and attach the valve handle to start the opening process. After attaching the valve handle and opening the valve, pressure will slowly build up in the system. Once enough pressure has been applied, the valve exit will open for all victims to escape through. Nice. Careful though, the family can interact with the pressure valve pipe to stop the opening progress. If this happens, the gate's progress will be reset and you'll be forced to start over. Once the gate is open, you only have a short period of time to escape before it closes. If you miss it, don't worry too much, the gate can always be opened again by repeating the process. Does that spawn in the basement sometimes? I swear I've seen that, like, in the basement. Character loadouts, attributes. Okay, I think I'm good. Let's play. Quick match, family. So this just has me play as anybody. Let's do victims.
Been captured by the Slaughter family. Tied up, tortured, and left.
Okay, yeah, I watched that. There's a 5-minute countdown if I don't match? What? What happens if... What happens if I don't match? You're not just gonna keep me in the queue? I have to keep re-queuing every 5 minutes? Is it gonna take 5 minutes to match? Alright, I've been queuing for a minute. It's a good sign. I'm glad I turned the music down. $2 minutes I've been queued. Holy shit. I thought people were playing this game. I thought this was popular. I thought people were actually all over this shit. People just hate playing as, like, the bad guys that much. I mean, I'll switch to the family if I'm not queuing. In fairness, it takes 2 more players to make a match than this than DBD, but still, holy shit. Oh, we finally get matched? Okay, finally. That only took 2.5 minutes. Alright, I am quite plainly the worst player on the team, and everybody's waiting for me to queue. Excellent. I'm sure they're glad to have me. I think the most important thing to try to be wary of is whether or not they have a Cook player, because Cook can detect us. I know that. I didn't actually pay attention. I just noticed everyone else had 3s next to their name, and I had 1s. Can I not choose my character? I don't even know what my character does. I think there's a lady that can, like, unlock faster, and there's a lady who's, like, a little bit more durable or can sprint. I honestly don't know. Like a black character that can sense other, sense noises, and then there's, like, a dude bro who can, tackle the family members. It's literally about all I know.
County for a missing University of Texas student. The sheriff's department says Maria Flores, a native of Uvalde, was last seen near the town of Newt. Her vehicle was recently discovered abandoned, with officials reporting no signs of foul play.
Okay. I'm gonna try to be quiet as best I can. Okay, it looks like I have the unlocking skill, so I think I just unlock stuff faster.
What? Where am I?
This consumes stamina, what I'm doing right now. Am I crouching? Okay, B is to crouch. Gotcha. Alright, sprinting does consume stamina. Got it. Oh, Cook heard me. Wonderful. Someone else woke up Grandpa. Whatever. I have to hold it to crouch. I can't just move through it. Health. I'll take that.
I think this is what we use back home. This should help.
But square... Okay, squares are an environmental interact. Yes, triangle is our item. I wish L1 was not sprints. It just seems awkward. Survive for a minute. I accomplished something. I can't see shit. Requires bone scrap. I think I can move past them slowly, but to not trigger them. Interact with that. I honestly don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to be going.
I can get through.
Someone escaped from the basement. Okay, let's go. Hiding place. Why'd I duck? I didn't press duck. What is that? Why is that yellow door highlighted? That sounds very close, and yeah, I do not have that little proximity indicator at all. Okay, move a little bit faster. I'm holding L1, even if I'm crouched. Just... No, please! No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Please don't. No, no, no. Fuck you. How do I use this? Oh, fuck. Fuck. Ah, I have everybody after me right now. What the fuck? Did you not? I don't know what I'm doing. I just started this game, guys. What? I bled out? I died that quickly. Wow. Did I seriously take that much damage? Well, that was fast. Okay. I queued for that long and I died that quickly? What the fuck, dude? You're just gonna I'm sorry, are you just going to, like, quick match me? Instead of actually putting me back in the victim's lobby? I don't trust you not to do that. Why does this have to load? What is loading right now? What the fuck? I can't wait to I can't wait to wait another 2.5 minutes. I had 3 guys on me immediately. And I was trying to be quiet. A minute queue time, cool. Does the game consider this music? Because this still seems just a little bit too fucking loud. Two minutes of waiting to play the game. By the way, I have to mention, I'm not playing the physical, unupdated version of this game. I'm not even sure if such a thing exists. But you obviously can't play these sorts of games just raw off the disc like that. They're fucking assholes instead. Stuck with whatever they got. What? Character swap request? Sure. Realize you could do that. Okay, I guess I'm Leland now. He's got the tackle thing. None of this has been unlocked so far. Why is there even a timer? Why would the queue at any point just give up? Doesn't make any sense to me. I would want to be Sunny instead. Sunny can, like, hear people, I think. I want to be bashing into people. He is the strongest of the group, but strength is no replacement for the actual toughness, and comes at the cost of stealth. Equipped with the lifesaver ability, he is still no one-on-one against the likes of this. What does that mean? A lifesaver ability? I can't even see my fucking abilities. It just shows me these fucking stats. Oh, it was telling me about Leland. I thought I was reading this guy. He's not only book smart, he's quick on his feet and quick with his decisions, perceptive and exceptionally situationally aware. Sunny will need to rely on his intelligence to survive. Friends would be wise to reap the benefits of his abilities. Okay. I think they're just waiting for, like, a Leatherface person to load in. I don't know what these abilities are that everybody has. At least I'm not, like, queued up with all the same people. Well, I got what, like, if that's, like, level at the top of the screen, I got one level 10. If this kicks all of us out of the lobby, it's gonna be the dumbest shit in the world. Okay, so the people who made this game clearly have never played a competent matchmaking game in their entire fucking lives, because that right there is contributing to why your fucking matchmaking times are so long. You find that many people, and instead of throw one extra person into the mix, you throw them all away and go like, oh, we couldn't find somebody. Fuck you. What the hell? That is so fucking stupid. That is so unbelievably fucking... I already waited 2 minutes to get into that lobby, and you kick me out of it. Fuck you. What dumb fuck retards in charge of the matchmaking system designed it that way? In what way does that assist any players in playing around? Genuine dumb fuckery up and down. That was blatantly obvious poor design decisions back in fucking 2003. What was wrong with how Halo did it? In Halo, you got into a lobby, you sat in that fucking lobby until it was full. And when it was full, you played a game. How is it better to sit here than it is to sit in an actual fucking lobby? Riddle me that. Why is it better to be staring at this screen, showing me all the time I'm wasting, than to sit in a lobby just waiting for one extra person to start a game? What brainless twat came up with that? Drunk on their infinite wisdom, apparently. I did not expect matchmaking to be this fucking abysmal. I've spent more time waiting to get into a game than I've spent in the fucking game. Two and a half minutes, again. Finally! It's like 2.5 minutes every single fucking time. Thrice in a row, I have had to wait over 2 minutes to get into a fucking lobby. And once again, I am the last person, and they're just waiting on me. Well, there are other people who haven't agreed to play yet. Whatever. I'm ready to go. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I turn off voice. Does that mean my teammates don't talk? I hope that's what that means. Why don't I have loadouts or the skill tree unlocked yet? Why would you hide that from me? Why would you force me to play with, like, nothing available to me? When I could be tempted to play further because I know what's available to me. What I could unlock. Doesn't make any sense. I really hope they don't have a fucking progression system or an add-on system like they have in Dead by Daylight. I can only imagine... Dead by Daylight is just uniquely stupid in that respect, surely. There's nothing unique or special about the dumb fuck matchmaking in this game.
For a missing University of Texas student, the sheriff's department says Maria Flores
I don't need to hear this.
was last seen near the town of Newt. Her vehicle was recently discovered abandoned with
Don't need to hear this.
no signs of foul play. Authorities are hopeful that the expanded search into the nearby communities...
If that's like every other match you play that audio clip, it's gonna get so fucking annoying.
with information regarding her disappearance to
How do I skip this?
authorities were alerted to Helen
Why do we need this every single time?
cattle abuse. But what
I know the fucking premise of the game.
the ranch was devoid of livestock. Instead, 13 men, all
Oops, well. My mistake. What is this? Oh, that's a door. Okay.
Find the others.
Let's not. Fuck. Fuck me. I don't know where I'm going. Fuck me. I don't know where I'm going. Let's go. Ah, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Please don't. I can't see anything. I cannot see anything right now. This screen is so dark, dude. Oh, he's right behind my eyes. Hey, hiding works. My health is constantly depleting, though. I did not think it was actually I thought it only depleted it when it was Fuck.
I gotta watch out. Oh, look at this.
Unlocked. Cool.
Locked. Crap.
Damn it.
Those doors.
Oh no.
Hi there.
See me?
Oh, fuck.
Really? It seems quiet.
Cool, I'm the only one alive. Oh, I get to see everyone when I'm the only one alive. Wonderful.
I don't like this much.
It's so much louder when I... Fuck me, dude. Okay, I'm figuring this out. Oh, awesome. Man. Well, I definitely am gonna escape this one, right?
That looks useful. I can use this.
Everyone died so quickly. They're gonna upgrade. I know if Grandpa gets to level 5, they can see me wherever. Wonderful. At least, I guess, I might get some points for surviving as long as I have. Toolbox somewhere here. Shit right now. I didn't realize my health would be constantly depleting. It really sucks. I don't know what that does.
Damn these freaks. Gotta keep at his head. Gotta keep moving.
And for some reason, I just struggle to not make a shit ton of noise with these. I'm hoping I just, like, get some sort of progression points by doing what I'm doing. That's all I can think to do right now. Okay. It is so dark. I gotta, like, turn up the brightness, honestly.
Grab that. That might help.
I never made it out of the basement. They probably think I'm upstairs. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Keep finding bone scraps. My heart is black right now. Why is that? I just run out of condition or whatever the hell they call it. I'm assuming this gets me points or something. I don't know. Does the bone chiv or whatever have to be equipped for me to, like, tackle somebody? Or, I don't know. I haven't used my power at all. Nobody is, like, near me, what I can tell. Ooh. I don't know where to go. Oh, there they come. Hi there. I'm not even moving. I hate that it animates me as though I'm running. Well, that was fucking fun. That was worth fucking about for 2.5 minutes. Oh, did I not see this screen before for some reason? What the hell was that about? Hey, I got the highest score, man. Moving Spectrum 4. I don't know why it needs to say killed by a hitchhiker, parentheses, moving Spectrum 4. There's only one hitchhiker. Next match starts in 57. Only 57. Gotcha. Hitchhiker killed like my entire team somehow. Why is it lagging? What the fuck? Progression. Behind the scenes photograph. Whoop-de-fucking-do, dude. Progression. Wait, could you just let me progress something meaningful? Customization. This is the loadout screen. Here you can create different... Fuck off. Kill tree. Fuck off. Okay. Let's choose somebody. I guess I'll choose this person, whatever the fuck their name is. Ani. Using focused allows a door to be unlocked almost instantly, but stamina and family proximity warning are negatively impacted. Hell does that mean? Do I only have these three? I'm confused. Are these like tertiary abilities I always have? They're not these. The hell are these? What? They're perks? So these are upgrades to my central ability. Stamina consumption for focused ability reduced by 50. Okay. Modifier cannot be applied because your ability level is too low. Okay. I'm honestly just agitated because my experience with this game has been take 2 minutes to queue, die instantly. Take 2 minutes to queue, get kicked back out of the queue. Take 2 minutes to queue, never find a toolbox, break your first lockpick, get lost in the basement, can't see shit, die again as soon as somebody finds you. Like, super fucking fun so far, honestly. Really enjoyable. Definitely glad I spent $40 on this piece of shit. Again, there is no option to, like, change my fucking settings. Why is that run? Why would I want to switch that to unused? It doesn't make any fucking sense! Why can't I just run? It literally only takes away the run button. Why? And that's the Oh, that's Leatherface controls. Never mind, sorry. We only have family and Leatherface controls. Victims, sorry. Again, you only run, you only don't run. Why? The dumbest fucking input preset menu I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Worst, bar none. Okay, I take it back. Omega Quintet lied and omitted features that you had on your control scheme. My mistake. There's at least a shitty anime game worse than this fucking game. What the fuck, dude? Did I unlock anything? You unlocked it for me. I have a loadout thing. Do I have some choice in the matter? Tool tracks. Tool tracks. Okay, everything else can be is swappable with tool tracks. Holding a key item highlights the location it can be used for 40 seconds. Okay, I can see that being handy. Exit strategy. After unlocking a door, the door stays highlighted for all victims for 30 seconds. Okay, nice. After escaping your restraints, all basement exits are highlighted for 30 seconds. Is that why that door was highlighted? Okay. What's tool tracks? After escaping your restraints, all unlocked tools within 50 meters will be highlighted for 30 seconds at the beginning. That seems good. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't have points to distribute, though, it seems. Stealth influences the victim's ability to perform various actions silently, as determined by the noise meter. Proficiency determines how quickly victims can complete skilled environmental interactions, such as lockpicking, item gathering, fuse box and pressure valve repair, along with car battery disabling. Strength determines how long family members are stunned from sneak attacks, overall grappling effectiveness, and the difficulty of performing tasks such as opening crawl spaces or disabling generators. It seems way more narrowly useful than fucking proficiency, which literally everybody always needs. Endurance. Endurance determines the victim's total stamina capacity along... Again, a much more universal aspect than just fucking strength. Along with stamina drain and regeneration rate. Toughness influences the victim's survivability rate, determining maximum health and incapacitation recovery time. Okay. Do I have anything at all to spend here? Costs 2? Okay, so I do have skill points right now. Okay, I was just clicking into this thing. This is my main skill, but I have skill points to distribute in a few different directions. Stealth clears up your vision to help identify poisoned objects, traps, and locks set by the cook. Okay. Sanguine Shadow. If you drop below 30% health, it can be refilled slowly by staying hidden and motionless in shadows or hiding spots. Health received is 1 HP per second, up to a total of 30% of your total HP. And that can be upgraded to 45% and 60%. That seems good, honestly. The very first time you use an unlock tool to open a door, it has a 30% chance to not be consumed. That also seems good. I'm going to take this. Oh, I can't unlock the rest of this now? Okay, I did not realize that. I guess I can only go this way. They're just attribute points. Okay, I have another choice. I guess once I go one way, I can't go another. Attribute. Second wind. After being injured, you are able to recover 30 stamina by avoiding damage for the next 7 seconds. It seems like that would be good for escaping. You have a 25% chance not to trigger bone charms. I'm gonna go this way. And it is... Okay, so there's definite choices to be had. Attribute, what is this? Awards a random perk. Awards a random perk. I'm not sure I understand that. This is a skill tree, so presumably this is kind of automatic. I'm sure I can respec this, but once I unlock a perk, it's not permanently unlocked. I'm confused by that. I don't have enough skill points for that. Alright, well, eventually, I guess. Now I have 9 points to distribute here. I'm super squishy. Let's just up my endurance. There. And now let's queue and not get to play as that character. Sounds fun. Sounds like another 2.5-minute fucking wait. You know, honestly, fuck that. Quick match. Quick match. Quick match. Quick match. Why is there any loading taking place right now? What the fuck needs to load right now? Quick match. Fuck off. Got into a game? Surely I'm going to be a family member, even though there are fewer slots for that, because I guess nobody wants to play the killers in this game. Yep. I am Leatherface, apparently. Unless I can change to somebody else? Be Hitchhiker. Or wait. What does this guy do? His hunt's ability allows him to see fresh tracks on the trail of his victims. Johnny. You know what? No, I'll be Leatherface. Nobody wants to play Leatherface. I guess we'll play as him. Whatever. I don't know what he does. Okay, I do have access to the skill tree here, so that's something at least. I have no choices right now. I have only 2 points to distribute. How come this is so much more zoomed in? Okay. Endurance. Hitting a victim highlights them for all family members. Highlight duration is 2 seconds. Maximum blood storage capacity is increased by 10%. If Grandpa is incapacitated, your damage dealt to victims is increased by 15% until he recovers. I don't think he stays incapacitated for long. I'll take that. Oh, what a time-consuming game. Are we gonna get 2 players wanting to play the family, or are we going to time out and get kicked out of the menu because fuck the 5 people who showed up? I spent $40 on this piece of shit, and I'm already regretting my fucking purchase. The live service game with only 10 playable characters for anybody, 3 maps, no offline modes, 1 mode only, and it has the fucking gall to be $40. I guess joke's on me. I was stupid enough to buy it. Who needs a chainsaw to bisect them crotch to forehead so that this game has a proper matchmaking system? They kick you out of a lobby if you don't find somebody, if you don't find a full cast of characters within an arbitrarily designated period of time, is such a stupid design decision. Makes no sense. It helps nobody. DBD has been fine for 7 fucking years without that. What makes you think you're special? Huh? I'm gonna be Johnny this time. I said, I'm gonna be Johnny this time. There we go. I don't know why it takes a while to load that. Guess he has a different skill tree. Let me look at it. After being stunned, you deal 10% extra damage. Whatever. Hitting a victim highlights them for all fans. Oh, very original. Successfully hitting a victim will fill your ability bar by 5%. Do not have skill points. Okay. Do I only have skill points shared across the family or some shit? Oh, the skill points are shared across all characters for some reason. That makes a lot of sense. I cannot wait for this to kick the entire lobby of 7 people because not everyone pressed the X button. Please do that for me because I will quit the game right here. You're that unfathomably fucking dumb to design a game in that way. A multiplayer game in that way. You have 4 people who are in the lobby. They are ready to play, but they simply haven't pressed a random button you insist that they press. We have a full lobby right now. Oh, good. You auto-queue people. Fucking thank God. I was about to say, are you actually that retarded? I have seen games that stupid before. They exist.
For a missing University of Texas student, the sheriff's department says Maria Flores.
Nobody cares. Shut up.
The vehicle was recently discovered abandoned.
I am agitated with this game, and I haven't even been able to properly enjoy it yet.
Nearby communities of Harlow and Chinatown will unearth new leads. Family and friends are urging anyone with information regarding her disappearance to please.
Okay, I am Johnny. The only thing I know about Johnny is I guess he can detect people more easily, and or he can like sneak through like crevices and stuff that other people can't. I'm not sure if he can go through crawl spaces. Lovely. Meh.
I knew I should have handled this myself. I'll fix it.
Okay, cool. One of the other team is already disconnected. That's already a good feel. Okay, put it behind me, and oh, close it. And you press X to lock, even though it was not X to unlock it. Okay, I don't know if I have any sort of like prepping ability. It's... What's with the fucking consistency here, huh? It was square to unlock the door, X to fucking lock it, and then I have to hold X to latch it. What? Make up your goddamn mind, game.
Damn it, Johnny. Get your head straight. Come on now.
Can I not go through here? I thought I could go through those. Cancel. Oh, I'm in my ability. I didn't even realize that. I still can't go through there. Fuck you. What does up on the D-pad do? Okay. I thought I could go through those. I guess I'm mistaken. I can't lock that one for some reason. I go through here. Hold close. Okay.
Go ahead and hide. It ain't gonna matter.
Okay, I just click it once and it just enters into, I guess, some sensory mode. I don't know where I am in relation to anything else. Okay.
Now, where did you go?
Well, I'm sure the victims are having a great time. How do I even attack?
I'll find it.
R2, okay. Why can't I run? I never figured out how to run, apparently. Another amazing fucking game, dude. I had so much fun. It was super exciting. I am overjoyed by how that went. Oh my god, you fucking robbed me! That was Texas Chainsaw Massacre.